Hello again everyone, I'm back again for another episode of Final Fantasy VII. I am your host, Jeddah123. And so last episode we learned a bit of backstory regarding Cloud. And then we ended up here at the Chocobo Ranch. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm getting the Chocobos to do this silly little dance. The reason I'm getting them to do this silly little dance is because once their dance is complete, they will drop a summoning materia, which is the very first summoning materia that we can get. It's not really a particularly great summoning materia, but ideally it's a good idea to collect all of them, since it will help out later on. I won't go into too much detail regarding it now though. There we go. Now also while off screen I also went and learned another enemy skill called level 4 suicide, which you will find, well, which you will get your hands on by battling against a monster that looks like a little mole thing. If I come across one I will show you that, but for now we're going to make our way in here. I do suggest you get the level 4 suicide enemy skill, since you will need it in order to obtain the second enemy skill that we're going to be going after. So we want to be talking to this guy here. So you'll need to make sure you have 2000 gil, because you'll want the Chocobo lure. And you'll want to buy yourself a couple of mimic greens. We'll leave it at that, since I don't want to spend too much money. It should suffice. So once you've got your mimic greens and your Chocobo lure, you'll want to make sure you equip the Chocobo lure as well. What can we give it to? Let's give it to... You've got a free slot? Yes you do. So we'll give it to you then. And we'll make our way out to the Chocobo tracks. Now we want to be looking for a level 16 Chocobo. And this is a level 16 Chocobo. So we'll want to use that on the Chocobo. And then next you'll want to cast your level 4 suicide. This will get the Chocobo to cast the enemy skill that we want, hopefully on the correct character. Come on, target Cloud, be nice. Target Cloud, thank you. There we go, Chocobuckle. It's a pretty pathetic and useless enemy skill, but since we're doing a guide here, I thought I would add that to the collection. I can't believe I actually managed to get it first time round this time. The last time I tried it, he used the Chocobuckle ability, but he targeted the wrong bloody character with it, and it was a bit of a nuisance. Okay, so we now need to go and catch ourselves a Chocobo in order to get across the deadly terrain that's coming up. However, you can go across on foot, but you will have to do battle with the serpent that's there, and he is a particularly strong opponent. He also has an enemy skill that we can obtain from him, but I don't recommend going after it right now, since the enemy skill in question does a substantial amount of damage and our HP is actually not high enough to get it just yet. So for now we're going to take the safer option and we're going to get ourselves a Chocobo and go across on the Chocobo. And this Chocobo will do. It's a low level one, but it's better than nothing. That's one down. Oh, poo. Wasn't quick enough. Tell you what, actually, let's... That is a bit of a nuisance. Let me just check. So you've got ice. Who's got the fire one? It's not you. You've got lightning. Oh, you've got one of the fire ones. You've got both of the fire ones. Why have you got both of the fire ones? Let's have that off of you. And let's whack it onto you. We shall remove the steel ability and we'll shove fire onto you. She's also got 2 steel abilities on her. How the hell did we manage that? There we go. Right, let's try that again, shall we? I don't quite know how I managed to end up with 2 fires on one character and 2 steels on the other one. I think it must have done it automatically when I picked them up or something, I'm not sure. Right, so... okay, oh, come on! That's a bit unfair, it went way too quick. Oh well, we might as well just blow these things to pieces now then. Actually, we have got some mimic greens left. Perhaps we can use that to keep it busy while we just take it out, the other creatures out. I don't know why I didn't think to use this before. Let's see how effectively... oh, okay. I will get a Chocobo somehow. Okay, so this is another level 16 Chocobo. I'm going to use the Mimic Greens to slow down the Chocobo from running away. Oh, come on. That's one down. Bollocks! Ah, Cloud! You numpty! Should have targeted the other one. Right, we still have 1 Mimic Queen left, so we can try this again. Oh dear me. I hate it when that sort of thing happens. When you're doing a normal battle it doesn't matter, but when you're trying to catch a Chocobo and the creature that you've targeted gets destroyed and it re-targets it. Oh. Okay, so we have another level 16 Chocobo. Let's try this again. come on. Oh, come on. Now I'm wasting my mimic greens. That's annoying. Just don't seem to be having much luck today with catching these chocobos. They're a right pain. It doesn't help that those things were slowing me down a little bit as well, but it's all good. Any chocobo will do, come on. Okay. So we will... Oh, damn. Oh really? It ran that quick? How are you supposed to catch it when it... I suppose using fucking... Gasha greens and things would probably make things a bit more easier, but we'll manage. We shall get there. So in order to capture a chocobo, you must take out both the enemies that the chocobo comes accompanied with, and this is another level 16 one. And you have to do it before the chocobo runs away, which is where we're having the difficulty. There we go. Oops. That was stupid. Come on, finish it. There we go. So, after many cock-ups, we've managed to catch ourselves a chocobo, and a level 16 chocobo at that. So, with that, we will now make our way to our next destination, which is this way. So as you can see, there's that shadowy looking thing moving around on the ground. That's the thing we're trying to avoid, which we can battle later on to get the enemy skill. And what's this? Looks like a little bit of Sephiroth's handiwork. So we'll leave our chocobo there and move on. So in here there are a number of items to collect, as well as an item to be stolen for, well, a weapon to be stolen for Tifa. I cannot for the life of me remember which creature it is, so we're just going to have to steal from each one simultaneously until we find it. We'll just cure ourselves up a little bit here, because we are taking a bit of a battering. Oh, come on. Wow, whatever this thing's hanging on to, he doesn't want to hand it over, so it could be this one that we're looking for. I'll keep trying. Come on, give me the whatever it is. Oh, you stubborn creature. Hey, there we go, the Grand Glove. That's the weapon we were looking for. Right, let's do away with this thing and move on. Missed? Come on, Ares, you're better than that. Well, in that case, Tifa will have to clear up. There we go. So we've now got a nice new powerful weapon for Tifa. Which is the Grand Glove, and look at that attack uppage. Oh well, might as well get that one on there now as well. And we will just get rid of this. Good thing we picked up some. Right, so the first of our items is... where is it? There it is. Is up here. And it's a materia, which is the long-range materia. And for now, I think we will... let's take sense off of there and give it to Cloud. And we'll chuck the sense materia onto Tifa. So we have an ether as well as the chest at the top here that contains a tent, always useful to have. And also in this area there is actually a really good, or I find it to be a really good limit break leveler in this cave. Since you can get clusters of 5 enemies a time, and since you have to kill a certain amount of enemies in order to learn the first of each level of limit break, all bar the level 4, it's a really good quick way of doing it. Especially since the enemies here are particularly weak. So your magic materia can wipe out most of them straight away. And what's this? Well, 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 it looks like we've bumped into the Turks again. Yes, 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 we know who you are. We know what the Turks do. You're in charge of kidnapping and doing the Shinra's dirty work that they don't want to get their hands dirty on. So this is Eleanor. It's our first time meeting her. She's the newest member of the Turks. And she again also has a small role to play later on. Okay, so we'll be making our way out there in just a moment, but before that we still have a few more items to collect. About to say, do I get a turn? So we've got the elixir, and then there's... Bloody hell, I'm getting stuck. This is also the area that I mentioned where you can level up your limit breaks very quickly. As you can see, I've got a group of 4 monsters here. Oh, and we've just learnt ourselves another enemy skill, the flamethrower, which will have been from the monster at the back. There are multiple creatures that can teach us the flamethrower enemy skill. This is the first one, obviously. But yeah, this is the section where I usually do my limit break leveling. Usually takes me about an hour, hour and a half to do it for all the characters in the game. But it's quite a speedy thing to do. And with that, we'll make our way outside. And our next destination is the town of... I'm flipping down my pronunciation again. Junun, I think it's pronounced. But before that, because we are coming to the end of the episode, we're just going to stick our heads into the forest over here. And the reason for this is we're looking for a specific enemy. I'm hoping I'll be able to find this particular enemy quite quickly. Now, this one we can steal a weapon for, I believe it's Barrett. But before that, we're going to need to just trim the enemy's numbers down to size a bit. As they do hit particularly hard. Let's hope and pray to God we can steal the item we want quickly. Gets that one out of the way. There we go. Quick, kill it before it kills us. And actually, I was wrong, it's not a weapon for a Barrett, it's a weapon for somebody else, which I will show you in one moment if I can find her. Before that, I've got to just heal up a moment, because we have taken a bit of a battering here. There we go. Alright, so like I said, the only way to find this particular enemy is inside the forest, any forest in the game. Since this is the first load of forests we've actually come across, this is the first opportunity we've had to actually try and find her. And that's not what we're looking for. Oh, bloody hell. My turn. Some of these enemies are really starting to hit hard now, and you really need to start being more careful. While their defenses are low, their attacks are quite strong. Wrong one. Okay, so let's try again, see if we can't find this particular enemy. Sometimes I find her straight away, other times she does take a while to pop up. Oh god, not these again. Oh, okay. That was effective. Alright. Come on, I know you're in there. Pop up already. Put me out of my misery. Well, that's not it. Okay, so I'm going to try a couple of more times to find the enemy in question, which is, the enemy is called the, what's it called? The Mystery Ninja, I believe she's called. Like I say, I'll try a couple of more times to find her. If I don't find her, then obviously I'll have to pause the recording, which I'm really hoping I don't have to do. Oh, here we go again. Come on. Right, I'm going to try one more time. If I don't get her this time, I'll pause the recording, since she's being a pain in the arse. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the recording a moment while I try to find this particular enemy. Okay, so I've found the enemy in question. This is her, the Mystery Ninja. And we've got to do battle with her. She's quite an easy opponent to take out. It took me about another 10 or so battles to find her. But in amongst all that, I've managed to unlock Tifa's level 2 limit break, so it's not a complete loss. Okay, so we now need to answer all these next questions correctly, otherwise we have to do this all over again. And on top of that, she steals stuff from us. Okay, so the first answer is not interested. And then, yeah, we are petrified. Then we want wait a second. You may have noticed I hesitated a little bit there because my memory went a little bit foggy for a second there. And then finally we want... That's right. And then we want, let's hurry, do not ask her what her name is. Her name is Yuffie. So as I said, her name is Yuffie, and she is one of 2 secret characters. And we're going to shove her in our team in just a moment, and I do suggest doing so, since she has got a very nice long-range weapon. So, we will... Let's take all your materia off of there. And we're going to switch out Tifa for the time being and replace her with Yuffie. And first of all, we're going to give her the boomerang which we stole earlier. That's right, that's the weapon that, she's the character, sorry, that was in question earlier, which I couldn't mention without spoilers. Let's give her the protect vest as well, why not? So she comes with the materia throw, which I don't really know much about, if I'm honest. So we can leave the Chocobo lure off, we don't need that one right now. But we can whack on all these other ones that we had on Tifa. I think we can use a tent as well, perhaps. Can we use a tent here? We can indeed. Okay, so that's that done. And with that, we will head for our next destination, which we will cover in the next episode. We've done quite a bit actually, and it's taken slightly longer than I actually intended. But we got there. Okay, I think we're going to leave the episode there, and I will join you next time at Junon, which is... in fact, I tell you what, I know I said I wouldn't use these God mode abilities, but I'll just take the no encounters off for 2 seconds just so I can get there quickly and show you where it is. And the location is just over there, where that pointy thing is sticking out. So, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Jedi123. Till next time.